It's putting out a weird
all right, I see it now.
Yeah, I'm on my wife's computer because my computer just dived and died and probably gonna catch on fire or something. I don't know. But yeah, it truly died, so I'm on another computer. Oh, I'm missing all the music. That part's coming. That part's coming.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You got the whole 80s vibe there, the synthwave.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, now for the surprise.
Hello there, this is ZtvFam, and you're about to see the scene where I show ACMEJack, the pre-roll that I made for him. Funny thing is, I've already uploaded to YouTube on a unlisted account, and it seems like Sony Music Entertainment of Japan blocked it worldwide. So I had to come up with a creative solution, and I think you're gonna like it. I say that with hesitation for a reason. Back to the show!
Oh shit.
Oh, you got the surprise. Oh, that wasn't a surprise.
No.
Hey guys, Acme here.
Oh, he flew out the fucking window. Yeah, that'll teach you not to mess with my lawn. Ooh, I'm quivering in fear. Bring it, you little shits.
Oh, don't mind if I do. Oh. You might be wondering how I got here.
Oh, I remember this.
Kids, that's a long story. Oh, shit!
Dude, how long were you working on this?
I'll tell you that in a little bit.
Where are you going? What is going on?
Dear Mr.
Oh, you took advantage of the green screen there.
Get it. This guy. I'm the Wii Fit trainer. Thickness included. Anyway, I went around.
No, not the Wii Fit trader.
You already knew that. I'm excited. You're excited. We're all excited.
Cut the crap. I don't want to hear it. I'm too fucking livid to hear your next excuse for being late. What are you thinking?
Eventually, I have to.
Oh my god.
Wake up. Wake up.
Hey. Oh shit.
So I kind of threw my own kind of humor in there. So just, there we go. No soundboard, yay. But yay, this what I spent a good amount of time on. I'm not going to tell you.
That was so nice.
Oh, well, you're welcome. I'm also going to give you that video, too. Do with it what you will.
Please do that.
Yeah, I am not posting up on YouTube or anything like that. That's just for you to do what you want to do with it. You post it. You can put your own goofs in it. It's all yours. As soon as I can get the computer up and running.
Honestly, that was actually really touching, and I haven't even looked back at the videos that I made like that. So seeing everything just back in a little reel like that, it made me feel nostalgic for the early stuff I did, and you know, I haven't even been doing this long yet, but just seeing how far I came already.
Yeah. And then I think when I follow new people, and then like what you do is when you don't have enough content, like you're still waiting for the next video, the first thing you do is you go back and then like, okay, what else he's done? What else has he done? And then after a while, you start kind of build this little story of kind of like, you know, pseudo growth. It's growth in one area, and like there's and that's what a lot of my like, you know, questions, stuff like that I want to build up on. And I don't know, I really just dug in, just like, you know, you're I know that I have this character for people who know. But I started seeing you develop your kind of, either that's your character, you're that always all the time. You just walk into your local Walmart. Hey guys, I'm Acme. You guys want to know how I got to this Walmart? But I started kind of seeing that, that character build up off there as you get more confident and get used to like kind of announcing yourself to an empty room that's shared later on by others. With that said,
yeah, that's actually a perfect way to put it. I'm basically talking to an empty room at the moment, knowing it's going to be watched later, and
it's surreal.
Yeah,
it's surreal.
Yeah, I guess over time you just start to close the gap between that empty room and when your audience sees it. So you get to a point where you feel like you are talking to your audience there. So when I did that little update for when to see Derailed after I dropped the trailer, I knew I was talking to people, even though there was no one there at the moment. I knew, whoever was interested would be watching it later on. So, yeah.
When I was picking it, I was thinking that was just a great place to start. It's right when you go in there, you're picking up the camera, and that was already thought out through. Like, oh, here, what I'm going to do? I'm going to put like down here, and I'm just come up and like be all natural and just grab the camera. All that's thought out, and I love how you think of it with your shots. Now, your first video was about 3 years ago. Kind of explain how that happened. It seemed like you weren't really streaming. I'm not sure exactly what was happening with that situation. You were playing, it was a 2D game. I cannot think of the name of it. Like I said.
Oh, right. Don't Starve Together.
Yeah.
That was, right. So that's when I first started my YouTube channel. And when I put that video up, that was just me testing the waters. Because I think we had just, and I was still on the family PC by then. I didn't even have my computer. I didn't even have my own computer yet. My dad just bought a new PC for the living room, and it still wasn't exactly a gaming computer, but it was still way better than the dinosaur we had before that. So I was already hype, and I instantly put Steam on it, and Don't Starve Together was a favorite of mine, and my friend at the time, she was a big fan of it too. And I guess I just kind of wanted to try my hand at making a video once I had a good enough mic. So I just hit record and we just started playing.
Okay.
And after we were done, I went back over the video. I'm like, oh, there's some funny moments in here. Let me enhance them. And I noticed there was this one part where she screams and she sounded like Candace. So I played on that and I put some clips of Candace side by side with her.
I do remember what you was asking for the key to start the game, and then she was like, "No." This started off.
We had a really good chemistry at the time. But yeah, after I uploaded that, I didn't upload anything. Like I didn't really take the channel seriously up until when I got my VR. Then I thought, oh, okay, there are a lot of gaming channels out there. I know there are people doing VR, but I think I want to make that my niche. Let me try VR gaming, and I'll still do like traditional 2D games as well. But I want to see what doing VR games is like. So I think, so I think that's when I did that Rec Room video, and that's what started it.
Now VR is pretty decent expense on anybody's wallet. How did that go about making that decision? Like, okay, I'm going into VR. I'm going to pay a grip on that, because you're going from like, I'm living a 2D life. What was like the catch for you that's like, I gotta try this out?
So I wasn't gonna get VR while we set a family PC. I remember finding out about like when Oculus came out with their first headset in like 2015. I was super into VR, like, oh my God, this is so cool. I can't wait until I can get one. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't get one for a while. So I was just sort of watching the VR news go by and just learning more about VR, but not being able to have it. When I was in college, I had to get my own PC because I couldn't keep sharing the PC with my younger siblings. I needed my own PC to get my projects done on time. So I actually started the process of building my own, and then I saw someone who had basically the specs that I wanted, and he was selling it for a good price, like $700. So I bought it off of Craigslist, brought that PC back home.
Not bad.
I didn't think about getting VR. Yeah, no, it was a pretty good PC for the price. It's what I started doing VR on. But no, when I got my VR, it was a used HTC Vive set, the whole set, and I got it for a really good price, like $300, and it was just lightly used. I also got that off of Craigslist. Craigslist is a good place for that.
Are you currently using that headset now?
Yeah.
All right. So I want to get into pretty much a little bit of the past, the mini Acme, some questions there. What is something that
mini Acme?
what is something that you feared as a kid that maybe you feel like, you're cool with it now? Maybe not 100% okay. Example, me with spiders. I wasn't cool with spiders. I will kill them now, but something like that.
I can definitely tell you the dumbest fear I've ever had was bananas.
What?
And this is something I said I can definitely tell you the dumbest fear I've ever had was bananas. I was legitimately scared of bananas for some period of time, according to my mother, because there was this one night when I was like 3 or 4, and I was apparently dreaming of, those old Fruit of the Loom commercials where the guy, they dress up into fruit, like the grapes and the pear and all that.
Yeah.
Apple. Apparently I dreamt I was getting jumped by a team of Fruit of the Loom guys. and the guy in the banana suit took the lead, and he was beating me up. And then I woke up, and apparently I didn't want to touch a banana for a while, so I'm okay with bananas now.
That's an excellent story of redemption. Of course, low-key, I'm thinking of the story, and I'm picturing there's gangs that we have, people will rock all blue, rock all red. So I'm thinking like blueberry gang and cherry gang. Then you have banana gang. No one messes with banana gang. Banana gang. So I'm pretty sure this is leaving some ideas for people who are in the chat, which I may not be getting to much of what's in there. Wait, hold a second. I'll take a look at this. I'm a Potato says, I'm a private investigator and stuff. It actually a murder season. I strongly believe. Okay, there looks like they're off on their own adventure there. All right. Filmmaking now was VR chat like the catalyst, the start to you kind of finding this is an interest of yours, or did it start before?
I think so. Well, okay. In high school, I made some video projects I made some video submissions for projects that we had in like English class. And I remember back then, that's when my English teacher thought that I should get into filmmaking, because he thought I was like really, really good at video editing and putting things together. And I was working a little bit with Blender back then as well, but yeah, my English teacher thought I had like an eye for filmmaking, and he thought that that's something I should get into after I graduated high school. And there were a couple of paths I wanted to go, which is why I think I didn't exactly know what I wanted to major in when I graduated high school.
No one does,
I was
really.
listening to music. Yeah, we're just kind of thrown out there, but I'm jealous of the people that know what they want to do from the get-go. Like little 10-year-olds like, oh, I want to be a doctor, because then they can put the steps forward into preparing for that, so that by the time they graduate high school, they're well on the path to becoming a doctor already before even they hit college. So when they hit college, they're getting all A's, and then they know exactly what they're doing.
Side question, do you kind of feel like you know what you want to do now?
I think so. Like, okay, so I'm currently studying to be an electrical engineer. And I think I do want to do stuff with engineering, but I think I might want to focus at some point on like VR technology, whether that's helping develop VR technology or helping develop VR games. And then
like to be in the room of seeing where this is moving forward, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, I think I've also found a passion with filmmaking recently. So as you said, VR chat was kind of the catalyst for me, because I was already mesmerized by the game when I first started playing it. And I'm just like, I used to dream of like being able to create games and play them. Now I'm dreaming of being able to create games and worlds and like actually being in them and playing them for real. So that's mind-boggling for me. But also, bringing it to filmmaking, you're always going to need some kind of budget. And then that can include cameras and lighting and going to locations and being actors and all that. And I realized I'm in this virtual space that eliminates a lot of those startup costs. I can go anywhere that I want to. I can go anywhere. I have a camera right here. And there's only so much I can do with the stock VR chat camera. But even then I was able to do some cool stuff. And then someone sent me a link for Virtual Lens. And I saw that. I was like, oh my God, I need it. Because if it wasn't for Virtual Lens, I think I would have tried to do the whole like focal length and depth of field manually through like After Effects and all that. And I would have required a frame by frame process, which would have been extremely painful. So I'm glad that someone actually created a solution for that.
Oh, by the way,
it is,
what's their name again?
Yeah.
The company needs to sponsor this guy. That they're saying he likes your product, he's promoting it. You should definitely sponsor this one here.
What Acme? Or
sponsor Acme. Was it the lens one again?
Oh, Virtual Lens, yeah.
Virtual Lens, that's right. I would play my button or my commercial button, but I sans sound.
Yeah, Virtual Lens was created by this Japanese 3D artist on Booth. The whole page was in Japanese, but I just translated it with the click of a button. It was $15, and I went ahead and bought it. And it is optimized for taking photos. I think I'm the first one to use it for video. And when I was like in the middle of Derailed, or actually when it was close to being published and I had already come out with the trailer, I saw someone else on Twitter, there was a streamer saying that they haven't seen anyone use it for video before. And like it was a video of them using the same Virtual Lens camera. And I remember kind of coming onto that post because like a lot of people were like, oh my God, literally nobody's doing this. Be the pioneer. And I commented like, I don't know about that. So I think I might be the first one to use it for that purpose.
I was just gonna mark it, Acme first, number one pioneer on Virtual Lens.
Virtual Lens filmmaking.
Before you discovered Virtual Lens, though, they're going back to another piece of artwork heavily inspired by, I'm gonna say Naruto. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I saw your eye for like lining up shots and getting like as close to the anime there. How long did it take, and how was that project, and when did that start? There's a lot of people involved, a lot of people in the background just for that short amount of time of thrilling action.
Okay. So I'm trying to remember how the idea came up to me, but I think there was at one point where, I just...
There wasn't a banana involved.
While
right?
No, there was no banana involved. Okay, you know what? I think I was playing VR chat one day, and, I took photos of VR chat with the photo camera, and then I saw a stream camera next to it, and I was like, what is that? And I clicked on stream camera, and then I'm looking at this like, this is the exact same thing, but I can't take photos. What's going on? And I just took off my headset to like look at something on my phone, and I was like, oh wait, it's casting directly to my
PC,
to my desktop window.
Yeah.
So I was like, huh. And I hit record on my desktop, and then I just started doing it. I'm like, oh my God, I can film movies this way. Oh shit. Okay. So that's when I started playing around with just making little videos and stuff. And I remember I was watching Shippuden at the time, so I was like, yo, I should make like an anime intro VR chat. And I looked to see if anyone else has done it. And some people have, but I saw it and I was like, I bet I could do it better. So, it was the same thing with Derail. I'm not the first one to create a VR chat short film, but I watched what was out there. And most of what I've seen, I'm like, okay, I mean, this is all right, but I feel like someone could take this even further. And there was one I was really impressed by, which was only in VR, and I still think they did a really good job on it. And I think Derail took that a step further. But yeah, I saw those anime intros and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it even better. I'm gonna see what people think about this. So there was actually little planning with that. I didn't have a shot list. I didn't have. I just slapped my face. I just had this.
I heard it.
I just had it play out in my head, really, because I really like the song Silhouette, which played in Shippuden, and I literally saw it play in my head. The final result that you see now, I saw it in my head first. I'm like, okay, let me just get it to look like that. So I just got a couple of my friends and we took random shots. I didn't really plan it out. And then I sort of played around with like the special effects, like what I did with the beginning. So we spent some time in the green screen room as well.
And just to list off some of those shots that I say, there's the flying scene where you have someone's in the back where you're following them near the exact path.
Yeah.
There's the one with the I'm just gonna say random lolly character does a backflip and you follow it up inside of, I'm guessing, either Premiere or After Effects.
Yeah. So I put my hand upside down and I was like, okay, go. And then they flipped.
That's
and
manual?
Yeah, I actually did that. Now that I realize I probably could have done it in post.
I would have done it in post, but yeah, I'm actually more impressed that you did it manually because I was thinking, okay,
actually no.
If you do it in post,
if I did it in
flat.
Good.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No. If you do it, if you do it in post, it looks flat, and also I don't think you'll capture the same movement. So that's why I literally just turned my camera upside down, said go, and then I just timed it with them. I just turned it all the way around. So I actually did follow them for that shot.
Actually, taking camera shot movements. With that, another question, which is going to be of similar nature: how are you with an actual IRL camera?
So it's been a while since I've used a DSLR camera.
Okay.
I think.
You mean smartphone?
Yeah,
there's some smartphone artists out there.
Oh yeah. I mean, so I could totally use my smartphone now. The thing is, I think I need a better phone. But yeah, I could definitely use my phone for that. And I was going to just create little skits with that at first. I didn't end up doing. No. I did.
You would have been a great TikToker already by now if you did.
Maybe because okay, so again with Naruto, there was a Naruto run challenge where you would be in front of a mirror, and I'll just pull this out as an example. People they would hold their phone in front of a mirror. They would check themselves out in front of the mirror, and they would have their door open. And what they'll do is they'll run towards the door and then cut the video there, and then start a new video of them running in from the other side of the bathroom, and then just running past the mirror
while they're in front of the mirror,
multiple passes.
I'm just gonna drop this on there. This may never happen, Acme, and if it happens, I'll be more than happy to support you if you do.
Okay.
But they have mirrors in VR chat, and they're all across the world, all across. Someone could, in theory, make that happen in VR chat. No, there's some. Someone
has. There was a streamer named, I think, Akaneko. She did one, and she did the Naruto Run challenge in VR chat, and I was totally impressed by it.
Wow!
I did it IRL with my little sister, but yeah, what we did is we did multiple passes, right? And then you have to cut it so it just looks like you're just like you have a portal here and you have a portal there, and when you go through this portal, you end up back out of this one, so you just continuously running. And in each shot, I'm making a different pose, and then I'm changing clothes as well. Some of them my sister is running with me, some of them she's not. So it's a really fun challenge to do. And Akaneko, she did it in VR chat. She did a great job actually.
I may have to look at doing that myself. Who knows? No, not IRL. You're not going to see that for a long time. In case anybody.
No, you could do it in VR chat.
Yeah.
I think you could achieve it in desktop mode, because as long as the camera's following you, you could just.
And that's totally how I do it too.
You can do it in desktop mode.
It's totally desktop.
Yeah.
I do have a VR. You've seen me in VR once, and I quickly ran out. But yeah, I'm desktop team. going on off that, let's talk about Derailed. I remember when I first met you, the most I heard about it is at the time is that you had a big project, and this was this was a while ago. This is a while ago. And you were on.
Oh yeah.
For for one of the earlier podcasts.
Yeah, I remember. So back then it was actually another movie that I was working on. That wasn't Derailed. So Derailed, I was actually only working on. Derailed, I was actually only working on for the past 2 months. We started work on that in June, like mid-June.
Yeah.
I was working on another project back at that early podcast that you're referring to. And that project is actually going to be my second movie, which I'm going to be getting to after we kind of close things up with Derailed. So that was another project which had a much bigger scope.
Wow.
And I think, that one's going to have it's going to have a bigger story to tell than Derailed. And I think it was a little daunting to take on at first, but also I lost. So I have a server with people involved with it, and it was just really hard to get that project running off the ground because some people kind of bailed out midway, and like some people weren't very dependable. I had to replace like 2 people, and it was just really hard to get the morale up of people. So I was trying to finish up that first scene as soon as possible and get everyone's recordings in, so I could say, "Hey, this is where your hard work went," so they could see that and be like, "Oh, that's cool. Okay, let's keep working on it." But I was never able to get to that point. So I just kind of let that lay down a little bit until I got my new PC. And then when I got my new PC, I was like, okay, great. Now we have to do this again. But again, it was hard to get people out. So I just kind of left that alone. And I think a month or 2 later, that's when I found this world here.
Yeah.
So I came here and I was like, yo, this world is like really beautiful. And then I just stopped there for a while. I'm like, I feel like this world is telling me a story. So I sat inside that train for like 30, 40 minutes, and my friends were there with me. They were just watching me just mutter to myself, like just kind of formulating the idea. And then that's when Derailed was born.
I've been in that moment before when people think you're all crazy, but like, no, trust me, I'm not crazy. So long as I see this person there, he's falling asleep, like, but he's not supposed to. And they're like, you're crazy. Like, I know. Now listen to me.
Yeah, it's like if you've ever seen My Hero Academia, it's like Deku, and he's like, oh my god, if all my like he does this muttering thing, and I can relate to that heavy because that's exactly what I did.
This leads to another question. I am curious of your answer because I am in a realm where I think I have this similar topic come up, and that's when you work around with a lot of other people, a lot of friends, and a lot of associates, or people who are just there for here and there. How has your people management skills, Bill? Has it jumped from 0 to 100 in less than a year? How do you feel about it?
I think so. I think working on this project definitely taught me how to be a director, because it was really the first movie, at least to completion, that I've directed. I think I did a lot more than directed. I mean, I basically had to
you had to hold
everything together. Besides, yeah. So like, I wrote the film, directed it, I did all the camera work myself, and then I did all the editing myself. Besides that, I had a composer who did a beautiful job. I had a Foley artist that I hired off of Fiverr. He actually gave me a pretty good rate for the film, and he was actually pretty interested in the project. I got a singer. TFM Johnny did a great job on that. Yeah, that was TFM Johnny. I'm lucky to have even met him for that. So I didn't think I was gonna end up meeting him for to sing my song, but I did. He was really interested in the project, and we worked on that. And of course the actors, Croa Cresser, he did a fantastic job on it. Sea of Silhouettes, who I'm dating at the moment, she did well with the scenes as well. So everyone came together for this project, which I'm really happy about.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna move away from your film side, like we've hit there. Well, we're gonna bounce enough of that. I think that's really what's shining on you. How do most of your people who know you, your friends here online, out there, know about your singing?
How do they know about my C?
Your singing. Sorry.
My singing. Oh,
Yes.
I thought you were talking about. My girlfriend. My singing.
When you first were on the show, I think you were. It wasn't the podcast that you were first on. It was one of our party nights, and we had karaoke night, and you did a great job. You killed it. Everyone loved you. We already knew we were gonna love it, but now we could just go full on like, okay, this is actual good. So, do most people know, or is that like a hidden secret? Oh, sorry.
Oh, do most people know? I think most of my friends who I hang with often on VR chat do know to an extent that I can play and sing. I don't think all of them know. I think it's just the ones I regularly hang out with, like you and my main circle, and anyone who's seen me perform in places like open mic night or your talent show.
Yeah.
But besides that, especially if I'm in desktop mode, because if I'm in VR, I'm less inclined to do it unless someone asks me, and if there are other people doing stuff as well. But if I'm in desktop mode, I typically have like a whole space in front of me. I can be eating White Castle right in front of the PC, but also my guitar is laying right there on a guitar stand, and getting that guitar stand was a really good decision, because when I used to keep it in my bag, I didn't take it out so much. Now that it's out in the open on the stand, I see the guitar, I want to pick it up more often. So when I'm playing VR chat, sometimes I'll just pick up my guitar and I start
out of
playing
sight,
a
out
little
of
bit,
mind.
maybe
That's
sing if I'm
something
in
you gotta tell people, like, if you don't see it, you're not gonna do it.
Yeah, that's why a lot of guitar players, they will recommend getting a guitar stand so you're more inclined to practice. Because if you don't see the guitar, like you said, out of sight, out of mind, you're probably not going to practice as much. I think it's almost scientifically proven that having your instrument out will have you more likely to play it.
And now, have you done any planning on what you want to do with your voice, or is this something that you just have as a subtle hobby? Like you do it for yourself, or you're like, no, I actually do want to go out there to maybe on a stage and rock and roll, go have a mohawk and just show people what I'm really about.
My music teacher in high school thought that I had a lot of potential with music. He thought that I was pretty good at the guitar, and that I had a good singing voice as well. So he was hoping that I would go further with music.
Yeah, I'm
just
not
like
your
how my
music
English teacher thought I would. Yeah, no, just like how my English teacher thought I should go further with filmmaking. I think I do want to do something with music as well. Especially since people started saying that I should, start doing covers or even my own original music because they like my voice that much. I'm still actually astounded by, and I feel like everyone's their own biggest critic, but sometimes I'll try doing a cover and then I'll listen to it and I'm like, oh god, this is trash, and just like throw it away. But maybe I just have this unrealistic expectation of it sounding like radio quality, when really, even if I do have a good voice, it's not going to sound like that right away, because there's still mixing and mastering that goes into all of that. So
yeah, definitely.
Maybe I shouldn't be so harsh on myself, and I should learn how to do those things, or talk to people that do.
If anything, I'll just throw this out there. I started getting into like the podcasting thing because I started feeling that I hit a certain point where I was listening more than actually saying and putting stuff out, and that was kind of like my decision. Like, okay, I need to build a platform. I mean, I want to go out. I am an extrovert. I'm not using the extrovert powers. Time to do something, and that's how I kind of feel with it. But
I just heard your sound effect just play right there.
it's such an instinct, right? To do it. This whole new setup is kind of throwing me off, though. But
it is. Oh, you can't do it right now because you're on your wife's computer, right? Is that
exactly? So this is like me muted. I can't even get the chat as easy. I got him on the side. I still see, but it's minimalistic here, man. It's minimal. It's all nice. There's like a flower over here. I don't have that in my office. And like, let's just see. Something else I wanted to ask about was anything that you feel like you can't do now that you want to do later.
Create avatars. I definitely want to do that.
Okay, we'll have that done right after we're. So I see
I
Big High
definitely want to
VR.
learn how to make avatars. I'm so jelly of people that can do that. Either creating avatars or creating roles. I, especially being an avid VR chat player right now, I definitely want to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
I think I could learn how to write songs. Like I'm sure I could write a song if I really put my mind to it, but I would have learned how to write good songs. Like my friend Naku, he's an excellent musician. He plays the piano and he has a really good voice and an amazing songwriting skill. And he did say that he was forced to play the piano since a young age. Like his parents, he basically popped out of the womb and his parents just put a piano in his hands. Like, yep, you're playing that now. So that's how he got to be so good. But he's thankful for that because he and his brother are working on his label right now, and I've listened to his album on Spotify. It's fantastic. I'm Naku if anyone wants to check that out. He's really good. He's a streamer on VR chat as well.
Yeah. Maybe when they would get a chance to get a nice proper hey, go follow him here.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm. This is off of memory. I'm still happy. I was panic enough to remember as much as my list as I can.
That's it's going well so far.
So day one, you hop into you're going from the real world to VR chat. And I'm not sure how many games you played before that, but then you hop into VR chat. Was this like, holy crap, this is weird, or were you like, okay, this is what I expected?
I think VR chat might have been the first game I played in VR. So most people get VR because of VR chat. I got VR chat because I got VR because I just found a really cheap Vive set, and I was like, that's a steal. I'm getting that. So I went ahead and bought the headset. Thankfully, everything worked, and I'm just like, okay, I need some games to play now. What's free? And I find VR chat. I was like, oh wait, I heard of this game. And I remember my only knowledge of VR chat at that time was a Knuckles video that went viral in 2018. So I knew a little bit about VR chat from then, but not much. But I decided, okay, well, it's free.
It's free, so let's go.
Fired it up. Yeah. And I think that was the best decision I made. Ever, or one of the best decisions of my life. I honestly do think I expanded my social circle here, like almost like a Second Life. And yeah, you could allude to the Second Life video game out years ago, and how VR chat's almost a version of that.
Yeah, this is Second Life, but if it worked, this is kind of what they would want.
If it works. Yeah.
Sorry, subtle jab at Second Life. I hope they don't mind the pain. Well, it's the first time they felt something in a while. Okay, I'm stopping with my burns. Yeah. One thing I think after watching a bit of your content is you bring comedy.
I was late with that.
That's all right. I feel they felt the fire. But you bring some comedy in when it's you, the camera, and you're trying to get something out for yourself. Tell me how do you kind of line up? What's your planning? Do you plan before you shoot, or are you like, I'm gonna shoot and then whatever I get, I make? How does that work out?
The latter. I start shooting and then whatever happens. I think we start planning things because things rarely go as planned anyway, and you really can't plan things in a game like VR chat. First off,
from a personal perspective, I can say it's really hard. I can say it's really, really hard.
Like I can have, okay, so for example, the quarantine workout program video, I can start off with a concept like, okay, for this video, I'm gonna see how many people I can get to work out in VR chat, and that'll be the extent of my plan there. From there, I just got the avatar, and I knew, okay, the challenge, at least for me, was to be completely mute in this attractive Wii Fit trainer avatar, and to see if I can get people to work out with me. And this magic happened, and yeah, I got people to do squats. So I went with squats because most people don't have full body, and squats is something that anyone can do, whether they're in regular VR like I am right now, or in full body. So that's what I went with.
You're a narrator. We had him doing burpees.
Yeah.
It looked real goofy, but I did do the burpees, but my avatar looks way worse. It spins its head, the back breaks, and everything. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll just have like a concept in mind, or just like a very loose plan. With maybe it'll have bullet points, but usually it's just like I'll have my title.
Mm-hmm.
Or when I say title, I mean like I'll have my idea for the video, and then that's it. I'll just get in the game, whichever game that happens to be, and I'll use my natural, wit and humor to make things enjoyable. I think my next video will probably be one with a racing game that I did with a friend, and we just had some hilarious moments on that. So yeah, that's probably gonna go up on my channel.
What do you think is the most frustrating thing about this game?
About what?
About this game.
About this game.
I could also do the same question with the most frustrating thing about using Adobe products, but I'm not sure which one would be a longer rant.
At least with Premiere Pro, what I do, when I'm using it, they'll be like, when I'm editing, at some point the video plays and then it just stops, and the sound will keep going. The cursor keeps going, but the video stops. And no matter how much I scrub through or like save, and I have to restart Adobe Premiere Pro and then restart it again. So that's one thing that's a little frustrating. Although I just learned about creating proxies, so maybe that'll fix up that problem. But wait, I'm sorry. There was something else you asked.
Oh no! Well, the one I asked was about VR chat. What's the most frustrating thing about VR chat? I share your pain, and I have done so many renders, just to re-render the render that I just rendered because I had to put a drop shadow.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Oh yeah. I know the trouble.
Mm-hmm.
The most frustrating thing about VR
That's the first I've ever heard.
Oh no! I meant the other thing we were talking. No, I said I know that trouble. With rendering. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No. With VR chat. So it being a social game, there are inherently going to be some issues with people, and one thing I find is, so there are people that don't take the game seriously at all, and then the people that take it too seriously. And I think it's good to be kind of like in an in-between stage. And I don't think you have to be a centrist for everything. But and you can even take the game like not seriously at all. But the people that don't take the game seriously at all, they tend to belittle the experiences of people that do take pride in playing this game and form friendships in this game. They'll often say like, oh, it's just a game. Like look at this loser making friends in VR. But some of the best friends I've made were in this game, and I visited 3 of them already.
Yeah.
So I don't belittle the experiences that I have here. I find them just as legitimate as IRL, and especially in this year and with quarantine and everything, my impact with VR chat has been even more. Like, this was the first year I've had my birthday party in virtual reality, and it was one of the best birthdays I've ever had. I went all over with my friends. We did awesome stuff. And my mute friend, Katie, who rarely speaks, unmuted her mic, for a rare occasion. I've only heard her speak once before. She unmuted herself to say happy birthday to me and that meant so much to me. like it actually melted my heart because speaking actually gives her social anxiety. So I knew that took a lot for her to say, but she wanted me to hear it from her own voice. So that was really sweet.
Yeah, that actually puts up an excellent point, too. It's just there's a lot of, I guess it's a surreal thing because it's not like you're going outside, or maybe you do. You go outside and say hello and hi to every person that passed by, and you're in a packed area, right? Believe you're in New York?
Yeah, New York City, it's pretty packed, yeah. 8 million
okay.
people and counting, probably.
And I'm just taking a guess, like your average day, you're not just going there and saying, hi, what's up, hi. You're just kind of like going by. But here, it's like,
no,
you pop in somewhere else.
There are social environments where I'll be a little more talkative with people, just talking to random people. But yeah, I'm not on my daily trip to work. I'm not saying hi to everybody. I'm more than likely on the train, just looking at my phone, just listening to music. Mm-hmm. But in VR chat, where it's inherently a social atmosphere, yeah, I'm talking to everyone. I made so many friends here. Okay, so. Mm-hmm. Oh no, I was gonna say, so like some of my friends used to poke at me saying I had a harem because apparently I had like a lot of female friends and they all joined on me all the time. I tried to deny it at first, but
I was gonna say that if you want your own harem, all you gotta do is be naturally smooth. That's all you gotta do. May involve shaving for some of you, but yes, be naturally smooth and you're good. He has it.
That's what they told me, and I guess at some point I had to accept it. And then I think I actually do have to, because I noticed that so-called harem die when I started dating C. Like all the attention stopped.
Like, where did my simps go? Where?
Oh, no. Which is funny because I think IRL when women, they see like a married man and they have like a ring on the finger, usually it's usually when you're in a relationship, and then that's when the girls come out.
Oh yeah, when people start, I guess knowing more, that Laura will pop in the chat. So like, oh yeah, that
yeah. I'm like, where were you guys when I was single?
Hey, another conversation that's not on stream, my boy. We're gonna have a fun story time. Going on there, we're nearing the end, so I won't hold you up because I know you people want you to head back. Like, we need the love, we need support.
Yeah, that's
like
fine.
That. They need the Acme. That's what they need, the Acme. But I want to throw this out to you, pure hypothetical. With what your experiences now, let's say you have $1 billion land in your pocket. You have to make whatever project you want, and if you make it good, you get more billions of dollars. What would you do? And I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 1, 2.
Oh man! Oh, okay. I would create the world's first blockbuster film in VR chat, and then I would use a lot of that budget to try to make it as high quality as possible, and just hire a whole VFX team and everything, and see what comes out of that. So if I can get people not to notice that it's VR chat, they just see it as a motion capture animation film, but one of the most captivating ones they've ever seen.
So hyper realistic avatars, hyper realistic worlds. Everyone has to have the best of the best PC so they can use all that studio quality.
No, it doesn't necessarily have to be hyper realistic. It's just like they see it and they don't think it's a VR chat short film or VR chat movie. It's just a movie that just happens to use motion capture. Something like Avatar. Like, imagine if Avatar was made in VR chat and people didn't know it was made in VR chat. That's what I would want. Because Avatar fucking killed it in the theaters, and I think a lot of it is due to just it being groundbreaking 3D technology at the time. And
by the way, we're talking about the blue people. Don't confuse it for the other.
Yeah. The blue people. Oh God, no, not that train wreck. No, God, no. Oh no. I mean the tall, 10-foot tall blue people with the tails. Yes.
Also, I see audio says, "Oh, we simping for Acme," with the question mark.
Hey.
You got the response. I'm gonna go there. Okay, $1 million project. You make the movie. You get billions of dollars back. What would be the next step on top of that step? I'm gonna give you 5 seconds for this one.
Wait. Ask the question again before.
All right. All right. Now, so let's say that the movie was a huge success. Now you get multiple billions back. Now you got to create another project with even more money. You have 5 seconds to answer this one. 5, 4.
I would create a program to give filmmaking to give filmmaking materials to kids out there that want to create their own films and don't have the money or resources to do so.
I only got the 2 seconds, and that's a winning statement right there. Okay, Nobel Peace Prize winner right here.
Because I definitely would have loved a program like that myself. Yeah.
And imagine if they had a program like that. Who knows? Maybe you would have been in VR chat earlier.
Yeah, perhaps. But yeah, I mean, I think there are a lot of young creative minds out there, and if you just give them the resources to do so, they can create some amazing things. Like Steven Spielberg himself, he was a self-taught director, and he created his first film with an 8mm camera at 16, and he borrowed $500 from his dad to make a movie, and he earned that $500 back with the first showing of that movie.
Nice. True facts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there anything that I have not been able to get out of you, and I know there is, that you would like to tell people that they don't know about you now?
People will tell you that I'm very lewd. Don't listen to them.
All right. So
maybe sometimes.
maybe sometimes. Where's the girlfriend? Maybe she can verify that.
I'm more lewd than she is. That I have to tone down the lewd for her. Actually, sometimes I'm a little too lewd for her.
Like, okay, no, you already got the price. Calm down. That's what she's saying.
Exactly.
All right, I'm going to bring this one down to a close. Acme, thank you for this. This has been an excellent. I mean, I've enjoyed this. This is a conversation. This is kind of what to expect with G2K. Is really simply getting to know.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed this talk a lot, and again, that video you made was so amazing. I loved it. You got to send it to me, please.
It is coming away as soon as I can save my PC from being on fire.
Dude, I actually felt like tearing up a bit. So I was like, "Holy shit, that's all me!" And I haven't even looked back at these videos in so long. It was a really sweet gesture. So thank you for that.
You're more than welcome.
It really did. It put a big smile on my face.
All right, so you guys in the stream, I'm going ahead and end it here. Wait. I got a question. Okay, I just saw it last moment. It's coming from. I know I'm saying this wrong, but Adios Nico. Ask him what his favorite comedy movie is. Ooh.
Oh my God.
We're gonna find it out.
So I know what she wants me to say. Let me think of my actual answer. Oh boy. Grown Ups was the first thing that came to mind. I don't know if that's my favorite, but okay, sure, I'll say Grown Ups.
There you go.
But
Grown Ups is his favorite.
What she wants me to say is The Hobbit. Long story short, so you know how I visited a couple of my VR friends?
Yes.
So I visited my friend Biggie in Massachusetts, and the devil's lettuce is legal there. So I got drunk at a party there with him, and also he brought out his bowl. He said, "Hey, you want to smoke a bowl with me?" I said, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?" Mm-hmm. I got crossfaded, and I think there was one point where the alcohol just hit this sweet spot with the weed, and I think it was mostly the weed.
I promise.
But we all came in and we were watching The Hobbit that night. And apparently I just laughed through the whole first 15, 20 minutes of The Hobbit. And I was so high. It was to the point where it came to the title screen, The Hobbit, and I'm just like here like so it just became an inside joke that The Hobbit is my favorite comedy.
I'm seeing placed here in all caps. It's The Hobbit. Say it's The Hobbit. He's gonna lose his shit. Those have been some excellent herbal essence that you've been enjoying that night. Excellent herbal essences.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
See, you had to put me to sleep to get me to stop laughing. That was the only way to get me to stop laughing.
That was a good. That had to be a good night though.
It was a good night.
All right, I'm gonna shut down the stream part. I'm just gonna be hanging out in VR chat, probably running over to see if to rescue my PC between the lines, and going off from there. But I'll be streaming tomorrow. There'll be the podcast where we kind of have everybody at the table. Got my 3 topics lined up for them, and I will see you then. I normally would press my button that says "You make me happy every day," but I'll just sing it. You make me happy every day.
Every day. You make me happy
every day. I'm gonna stop singing. This is hurting me.
I found I am calling you.